Hey everybody, it's Amanda. I am coming up to you with a weekly update. It's actually been 10 days since my 5-month update video, but things have been kind of crazy. I've had 2 of my kids start school last week, and then this past weekend I took my oldest to college to start her junior year. So it's been a little crazy. I will tell you that I did have a few non-keto meals. I did not go overboard, I don't feel, but they definitely were not keto. I've had potato skins, I had a roll, I had a prickly pear margarita, I had a quarter of a waffle, maybe a third of a waffle, a third a cup of apple juice. I had a chicken sandwich from McDonald's because they forgot to take the bun off. And so yeah, so I was fearing the worst. So, so Monday when weigh-in came, I was up, I think, a little over 2 pounds. But here it is Friday morning, and I have dropped 0.6 pounds from my lowest previous weigh-in, so I've lost all that extra water weight and have begun losing again. So I'm on the downward hills again, and that's good. I did check my blood ketones throughout the first few days of coming back and getting back on a keto schedule, and I was back into ketosis by Tuesday. So maybe 1 day out, maybe 2 days out of ketosis, not terrible. Any side effects I may have had indulging in carbs and a little bit of sugar, they weren't terrible. I didn't have any increased cravings. I didn't have any, noticeable brain fogs. I had maybe a little bit of bloating, which is to be expected when you eat carbs because you do retain more water. But even that wasn't terrible. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It was super easy to get back into keto, so that's good. And so it's not like, it did not totally derail me. Now, personal results may vary, so don't go ahead and indulge because it worked out fairly easily for me, because it's not the same for everybody. I think I just needed that little bit of a release that's been building up over the past month, and all that resentment that I was having before. I think I just needed to go ahead and let go a little bit, and I did, and I don't feel guilty about it. Would I've liked a bigger weight loss number? Sure, but I think for the long term, I think that this was probably for the best, and it did not sidetrack me too much, so I'm not going to punish myself or feel bad over the decisions that I made. I made them willingly, and I thought about it before I did it. So I knew very well what the consequences may have been, and I'm just happy that they were not as bad as I was expecting. So that's great. And now, with everybody back in school and our routine getting back to an actual routine, I can happily say that I have gotten back into the intermittent fasting. The first day or two, I had a small bulletproof coffee on Monday for breakfast, and then I had, I think, some eggs for breakfast on Tuesday. But after that, I have gotten back onto my intermittent fasting, where I do not eat in the morning, and my first meal is at lunchtime. Today's lunch was fajitas without rice, beans, or tortillas. And it was basically just chicken, some guacamole, cheese, and a little bit of sour cream, and some grilled zucchini. So, back on the track, and it feels good to be back in control. And then I will be going grocery shopping this weekend, so I can maybe do some meal prep and get ready for the coming week, and get back into tracking, because now we're just on a steady keel, nothing new coming. We are entering my favorite time of the year. Once September gets here in a few days, that's my favorite time of the year. Between the days off for the holidays, and then just the holidays themselves. And here in Texas, hopefully some cooler weather in maybe 2 months. We've got the hurricane coming, but I don't think it's going to affect us here much in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But, maybe we'll get some cooler weather, if anything. And so it's a good time of year. I look forward to this time of year every year. And, it just kind of feels like, we're getting to the end of the race. And it just feels good to me. I always just embrace this time of year so much. And, with all that being said, and, being back keto, I think that it's going to be a fairly smooth and productive last part of the year. I am really, I think, in probably the best place that I can think of being, in terms of my headspace and being prepared, for the holidays and stuff like that. So, I don't know what else to say. I know this is going to be a super short video. So we'll leave it here, and next week I will come to you. I need to decide what day I want my weekly updates to be. Now that we're in a schedule, I can probably schedule a particular day to actually post those. So, I'll think about that. And then, got some other things coming to you that I want to do. I want to do grocery hauls if I can get organized enough to have an organized shopping trip. I think that'd be good for me, and maybe I can use the excuse of wanting to show you guys what I do. Maybe that'll help me get back on with organized grocery shopping, and some meal prep, which would be very helpful as well. But again, I fly by the seat of my pants so much, but I'm hoping now that school's back in session that I can get after this and share that with you as well. And then my weekly updates. So I think I'm going to go home tonight and make a plan on when I want to post these and get it together and kind of stick to it now that I have no excuses anymore. None at all. So after that, I guess that's going to be it. I will be back to you whatever day I decide to do these weekly videos, and hopefully be back at continuing with the weight loss, and hopefully I'll maybe get a good one. Maybe my body was just wanted a little bit of a boost, and then now it's going to go back to dropping because I had slowed down from the beginning, which again is to be expected. So if I don't rev up the weight loss, I'm not going to worry about it too much, as long as it keeps going down. That's all I can ask. And I will catch up with you later, and if you want more weekly updates, go ahead and like this video, subscribe so that when I actually do it, you'll be notified. Leave any comments below if you want me to discuss something, if you have a question with how I do something. Because after all, everybody does keto a little bit differently, and what works for one might not work for another, and maybe you're just looking for a different outlook on it. So just leave me a comment below, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.